Okay, hi everyone. So I want to start off my presentation by saying 3 months ago, if I had any sort of mental illness, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be aware of it because I had no idea about the symptoms. So to start off, I want to ask you guys, can I see a show of hands if anyone has ever suffered from any kind of mental illness? Okay. Okay, I see some. That makes me wonder actually, because we did an anonymous survey and more than 50% of our respondents said yes. So that makes me wonder if some of you maybe didn't say yes because you're not even aware that you might be suffering from a mental illness, or is it because you don't want to, you don't want others to know that you have, or you don't want to speak up. So as you can see, we found out a lot of that data, and that's exactly what we're trying to tackle with the course that we've proposed. I'm Lareb, and today I want to share our course, which is Mental Nutshell. So it's short for Mental Health in a Nutshell. So our online course will teach the symptoms, causes, and consequences of common mental health illnesses. It will be optional, and it will be collaborated with the Department of Psychology. It will be divided into sub-chapters, and the lectures will be in the form of a video on websites such as Coursera or EDX. And we have done a lot of market study based on that, and we found out a lot of other courses that are related to mental health in HKU and other first aid courses outside. And we have even talked to the director of the first aid course at HKU CDARS. And through all this research, we have tried to shape our course in a way that will be best suited for our students at HKU. We decided that pre-recorded lectures on the 5 chapters shown on the screen are the best way of delivery. These are the 5 chapters that we're going to teach. And the assessments would be a mini quiz after each chapter and an examination. So basically, the examination will be based on a scenario. For example, we will say student A is suffering from these, is showing these kind of symptoms. For example, they can't sleep well at night, or that they don't feel like eating all day, or that they have been feeling down for weeks. And then the student has to evaluate whether and what kind of mental illness that person might be going through, how they would talk to them about it, and what kind of suggestion they would give, and what kind of treatment they would suggest. So that's going to be the examination to make sure that they have properly understood, and so that we have successfully completed our aim of this course. And this is our team that's helped make this whole course possible. And we've all worked on different kinds of things. Some of us have worked on the course content and the video itself, but some of us have been also working on the research part to make sure that we have enough knowledge and enough background information to conduct it properly. Okay, so moving on from that, I want to talk about the bigger concerns in the HK society right now. Through different researches, we found out that mental illnesses are very closely related to suicide rates and dropout rates. A department at HKU even shared that they lost 10% of their students past year in a course due to mental health issues. So that's a significant percentage if you ask me, because universities cannot afford to lose students due to mental health illnesses. So that's a real issue that we have to tackle. So that's where our course comes in. It's new, it's online, it's interactive. We'll be able to gain an audience quickly so that we'll reach out to more people. In that way, we'll be able to raise awareness so that the societal stigma goes down, because people are going to be educated on it. Students can also learn mental health knowledge, and they'll be able to learn symptom recognition so that they can help themselves or their friends. They'll know where to seek help from because we'll be informing them. They can be more vocal about it because when they're going to be talking to their friends or anyone else, they will know that the next person is educated, so they won't judge them on it. Peers can also offer effective help. For example, they have the education so they're going to be sensitive when they talk to the other person and make sure they don't make the peer feel stigmatized or judged. So in this way, we'll be improving the mental well-being of the students. And yeah, as a result, we'll be helping to bring down the stress level of students. And that way we'll be increasing graduation rates and completion rates, getting students to have higher academic achievements and better interpersonal relationships. This is because we've found through various researches that academic performances, dropout rates, and stress levels are very closely related to mental illnesses. So that's how our course is going to bring an impact to the society as a whole. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Budget? Is there a budget? Did I miss it?
Oh, sorry. There is, until now, we've spent money on software to help develop a video, actually, that we have already prepared. It's a 5-minute video, but we don't have time to show it. We've spent money on buying the software, but in the future, the money that we'll be needing to spend on is actually developing the course itself. So we anticipated that would be around 100,000. And with the profession, if we're going to hire a professional who's going to help deliver that course, then that's going to take another 150,000. So that's the estimated budget that we have for now.
50,000? Just for the clear. Okay.
I think this is a fantastic idea for a number of reasons. One is there's an epidemic, possibly a pandemic, of student mental health. In Europe, the campuses, the rate is 40% people who are expressing some sort of mental health problem, and it's getting worse. Another is locally, it's a taboo subject, so this thing is very good, and probably would spread in Asia. The only thing I would add is I would suggest adding personality types to the, so not just fixing on the focus on mental health. That would, to some extent, stigmatize people who sign up for it. But everybody loves doing a personality quiz. And actually, the starting point for understanding mental health is often understanding one's personality better. And so I would have a kind of pop science, pop psychology, understand your own personality. Then look at, there are personality types that veer from normal. And that's not mental health problems. So add all this in and you've got a fantastic product idea. CCCs in the university come at $500,000 Hong Kong dollars each. So you can bid up to that before the university will say no to a good idea. And the idea of a student-led CCC course is a wonderful one.
So I have a question from our mental health expert. She's online, so I'm going to ask a question on her behalf from Megan Lam. So she's building on the kind of remark you just mentioned. So she's very specific in her question. How do you ensure the impact of the course is question one. So what is the metric? How would you measure that it's effectively making a difference? And the second is, if everyone is interested in mental illness, takes the course, why don't you use already existing validated screening tools? Like you mentioned, the personality tool is a tool, but there are already clinical tools for screening for mental health. So that's the second question.
Maybe I'll answer the second one first. I think that the advantage of our course is to introduce mental health issues from the student's perspective. We are wanting to introduce students in terms of the design of the course. We want to invite students who are suffering from mental health disease to share about their experience. I think the largest advantage of this course is the participation of students. We make our course different from different course like the CC provided by the university, since we can let students know about the mental health issues from their perspective. Everything will be student-centric. I would describe it like at this way.
Okay, to answer the first question, which was about the impact, our assessment, the examination will help us with that since it's scenario-based and it's a question based on real life and how they would face this situation if it was in real life. So I think based on that examination and how students answer it, is it the kind, are they actually understanding the knowledge that we're starting, aiming to give? Are they actually understanding? That's how we'll know if they're actually understanding. And the impact will go where the impact is going to be evaluated in the examination in a way if they are able to actually tell us properly how they will talk to that person about it and give proper suggestion about it.
I just want to make a quick comment. I really like the idea, but I really think you should change the name. The last thing we want to do is shell mental nuts. Like it's
The name is
marketing study on that one.